The cell cycle.
For this, we're going to need your undivided attention.
The cell cycle has 4 stages: Gap 1, synthesis, Gap 2, and mitosis. All stages are essential in letting the cell complete its cycle. Gap 1, or G1, synthesis, S, and Gap 2, G2, are all part of interphase, where it appears as though the cell is at rest. Mitosis is where the action happens. Gap 1 is the first step of the cell cycle. During it, the cell does its normal functions, and increases in size though, and also doubles its organelles, preparing for mitosis. During G1, the cell must go through a very important checkpoint to make sure the cell has adequate nutrition, size, and no damage done to the cell.
Synthesis is the second stage of the cell cycle. The word synthesis means to combine parts and make a whole. During synthesis, a cell makes a copy of its DNA. DNA is in the nucleus of eukaryotic cells. By the end of the synthesis stage, there are 2 sets of identical DNA in the cell. Gap 2, also known as G2, is the third stage of the cell cycle. During G2, growth occurs and normal functions continue. Gap 2, however, holds a crucial checkpoint, like G1. This is the last time to check for adequate cell size and undamaged DNA before mitosis and the division of the cell.
Mitosis. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells, which are normal body cells. The 3 reasons are repair, replacement, and growth. It's also the 4th and final stage of the cell cycle. This includes mitosis, the splitting of the cell nucleus and its contents, and cytokinesis, the division of cytoplasm. The result is 2 identical sister cells. During this, the nuclear membrane disappears.
In prophase, chromatin condenses into coiled chromosomes. Each side is made up of an identical sister chromatid. The nuclear envelope breaks down and the centrioles move to opposite sides of the cell. Spindle fibers grow from the centrioles and direct themselves towards the cell center.
During metaphase, the previously made spindle fibers attach to each chromosome along the cell's length. The chromatids align on the equator of the cell, connected by their centromeres. In anaphase, the chromatids split apart to opposite cell sides. Cytokinesis normally begins in the late stages of this.
During telophase, nuclear membranes begin to form, identical chromosomes start to uncoil, and spindle fibers fall apart.
A trick to remember the order of mitosis is please make another taco. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Cytokinesis divides the cytoplasm equally between the two forming sister cells. In animal cells, the cell membrane is drawn in slowly and eventually the membrane pinches closed. Now, two identical sister cells are formed. Here is where the cell cycle starts all over again. Okay, why was the girl cell sad?
I don't know. Why?
Because she and her boyfriend's cell were splitting up.